Hello and welcome to your award-winning occasion program, The People in the News. My name is Theophilus Ilama, your anchor for today, and we have a whole lot of events for you to listen and watch and enjoy. Just sit back, relax, get your popcorn, get your drinks, and enjoy the ride. Family members, well-wishers and church members gathered at the Apostolic Faith Church in Lagos State to bid farewell to Reverend Peter Aderemi Awomoyi, a man whose life of service and faith and dedication touched the lives of many.
How beautiful heaven must be, sweet home of thy happy and free.
Family members, well-wishers and church members gathered at the Apostolic Faith Church in Lagos to bid farewell to Reverend Peter Aderemi Awomoyi, a man whose life of service, faith and dedication touched the lives of many. The Chief of Staff to the Governor of Lagos, Tayo Ayinde, political leaders, public office holders and many distinguished personalities were present to honor the life well lived. During the service, the congregation rose to sing Reverend Awomoyi's favorite hymn, Moti Sheleri Jesu.
Heaven of rest for the weary. How beautiful heaven must be.
The words carried a special meaning, reminding everyone of God's unwavering faith and the promises of Christ that guided his every step. During the service, there was an obituary reading with details of Reverend Awomoyi's inspiring life, from his early years through his works and professional endeavors to his deep and lasting Christian journey. His legacy as a missionary, a leader and devoted husband, father and grandfather was beautifully captured.
His Christian journey. Reverend Awomoyi was born into the Catholic Church and was a very fervent member and a parishioner at St. Dominic Catholic Church, Yaba. When he was working in Asaba, he traveled to the Onitsha market to buy goods. At the market, he purchased a Catholic Bible as a Catholic faithful. When he opened the Bible to read, God directed him to Isaiah chapter 59, verses 1 and 2. The two verses changed his life forever and thus began a worthy Christian journey from which he never deviated till his last breath.
The sermon was led by Reverend Kayode Ajiboye, who spoke of Reverend Awomoyi's journey through life, his dedication to God, and his service to the Church of God and community.
May God help you. The name of Brother Awomoyi will not perish in this church. We can't be talking everything we know about Brother Awomoyi. But we know that we are missing an articulate hero of Christ's crusade. If the DS looks here, the leader looks here, let him see somebody Awomoyi. If he looks there, let him see somebody Awomoyi. Awomoyi must not be found wanting in this church. What is about God Awomoyi that he did not get from this great high priest?
Some
of you might be thinking you have met Jesus Christ, you have known Jesus Christ, it is good.
But
do you know that that great high priest, Jesus Christ, is doing wonders in this church?
The District Superintendent, West and Central Africa Headquarters of the Apostolic Faith Church, Reverend Dr. Isaac Adigun, spoke about Reverend Awomoyi's impactful life. He highlighted attributes of Reverend Awomoyi that should be emulated by political and community leaders, clergy, and the society at large.
Brother Peter Awomoyi was a fearless preacher when it comes to declaring the truth of the Word of God, right from Genesis to Revelation of this holy writ. He was fearless. He was always ready to preach the Word. In terms of special memory about him, even right where you are seated, when I came from the UK just barely 3 years ago, he would come to me knowing that having been away for about 40 years and getting acclimatizing with the situation back home, he needed to be of help to me as a very good mentor. He will come occasionally just as you are seated there with some point. Isaac, how about this? How about that? Obviously, we will miss him. We are not just missing him now. He retired when he was, I think, 83, and he told me, I would like to retire at 85, but now I think at 83 I'm okay. So he retired at 83, so we needed to now appoint a new overseer, and really, as you heard over and over there, Awomoyi is Awomoyi.
And the casket was moved from the church to the place of final rest. At the reception program, many dignitaries from across the country, political office holders and well-wishers graced the event. Reverend Awomoyi's first daughter reflected on her father's life as she recalled the deep bonds they shared and the lessons learned.
He is a very intentional father. He's a very hands-on father. He's a loving man. He's a man of God, a man of great faith. I am privileged to have been sired by him, to have been born into that family. I am a proud daddy's girl. I was an only child for 5 years before my younger sister came along. He trained us and brought us up very well. And when I say very well, it was holistic. Emotionally, materially, psychologically, spiritually, educationally. We went to the best schools. I am very privileged because I was there during his last days. All the while he was sick, I was able to give him the care he deserved. So when he passed, I had a mix of emotions. I was fulfilled, I was relieved, I was in pain, but I was thankful to God. He died in my hands, and I'm grateful for that opportunity.
I can call him my father. Even from before I lost my father, I have been with him since my tender age. And since then, he has been my father, taking care of me here and there. Well, one, I will miss his prayer, his word of encouragement. He's calling on my birthday, my wife's birthday, and my children's birthday. I will miss him. I will miss that particular word. Lekon, Jesus will be with you. I will surely miss that word. I so love that word. He will call you, Lekon, Jesus will be with you. Jesus will stand by you, and Jesus will take care of you.
The sons-in-law were a testament to the values Reverend Awomoyi cherished in life as they shared their memories.
I will remember him, and very fondly too, and profoundly, for his integrity, for his commitment, and his devotion to the service of God. He was a great preacher of the gospel. He dedicated more than 50 years of his life practically 60 years of his life in the service of God. He pastored many churches in Apostolic Faith Church, and he retired 2 years ago as a regional overseer. So his life was all about service to God and to humanity, and he was a family man. The world needs more people of integrity, and so that is a lesson that the world and all of us can learn from him. The world needs more people who are disciplined, who are dedicated to whatever they do, especially in the service of God and humanity, because that is the greatest service. Serving God and serving people. He distinguished himself very well in this area.
In my church, I'm an interpreter to the glory of God. And Baba was a sound preacher. And he was an upholder of the gospel. When Baba is preaching, you dare not, you will not see any notes. You understand? You will not see any notes. Baba will just take his Bible and you just be dishing out the word. You will not know where the words are coming out from. That's one. Secondly, like 5-6 years ago, like 8 years ago, before he died, I was his Baba. You can imagine, anytime I'm babbing for Baba, Baba will tell me things, he will share things with me. Even some secret was kept in my custody. You can imagine that. No one to do that with. I'm going to miss him. Baba is a lover of education. To the glory of God, I'm a PhD student. And Baba will ask me, have you finished yours? When are you doing this? When are you doing that? Baba will encourage you. Baba believes in divine healing. Baba never visited any hospital. Like somebody said, even if you take Baba, if Baba is unconscious, and you take him to the hospital, Baba will rise. He will become conscious. I love him for that. May God bless Baba where he is.
For the grandchildren, Grandpa will be fondly missed. Though young, they spoke about the special moments they had with him, from the playful times to lessons learned. Their words reflect the deep bond they will always cherish.
He was a very respectful man, and he walked with God throughout his missionary life. He had names for all his grandchildren, and he called me Modupe. So I'm going to miss calling him. I'm going to miss him calling me that name, because he was the only one who called me that name. He never called me by my name. He always called me Modupe. When he calls me on my birthday, because he's normally the first person, even though I'm going to school, he's going to make sure he calls me before school, before I get to school. Unlike everybody, they call me after because they have to wait for me.
He had different nicknames for each and every one of us. Mine happened to be Oluwashu. So I'd miss him calling me by that. He was always, anytime we traveled or anytime we're in Lagos to see him, we'd always be the first people to call. I remember when we went to Morocco. We were in Morocco. Then an earthquake happened. He was the first person to call to ask of us. He was very kind. He was a very kind and patient man. So I'd miss that character from him very much.
Reverend Peter Aderemi Awomoyi's life was one of love, service, and dedication to God. His legacy will live on through his family and the many lives he impacted positively.
We will miss you, Grandpa!